Yeah, at the very least, I've heard the steps that the push is coming around through long at this stage, and well, Isaac even gets away with one over in the apartments before going down, obviously confirms Rallen's position, and while I was going to say leaves him in a spot where he shouldn't really be able to do a lot, but he's still gotten himself one. Snatches the head of Era, and now with a 4-on-3, the goal is really to stay alive, to try and keep the numbers to play for the retake, and to just allow them to overwhelm the bomb site, and that's exactly what happens. Furlan from long option, now you more so do it against slightly weaker weapons, and even then you don't want to do that too often, giving them the range that they like. As you can see, the Deagle becoming very effective in against the side. They're just going to be able to regroup and work this together now.
Oh, nice dink, but not enough from Furlan. The FAMAS not quite able to find the conversion, and now Rallen, under all the pressure in the world behind these sandbags, needs a big multi-kill. Low HP bars ahead of him. He's already got 2, and with a low HP on Rusty, this is still very viable indeed. The nade's not going to flush him out. He manages to retreat to the site, still has that M4 in hand, and set on the new boxes now. He's got a nice angle, third onto Era, and this is starting to fall apart. Rusty burning alive, stabbed in the back. The MP9 of Snatchy, it's on the flank. He's got the lineup, and he's got both of them. XCOM AGO now. Admittedly, a couple of players cut off towards the arches, but they're well placed. The Shadow gives away Rallen for the first, but it's quickly traded out. And again, the aggression up short, this time punished. And a perfect afterplant position, 3-on-4 for this CT side. If they can't get an early pick, they might not even want to go for it, but there's Snatchy chiming in on the AWP. Good damage found. Trying to back away, trying to give those rifles a little bit of room to breathe, but Rusty on the headshot angle is good for one, and that's it. That's game. Snatchy would do well to even get away with the AWP. He's being tagged down through the smoke, down to 21 HP, but he'll just about be able to scurry away. Smokes to deny and delay as well. Oh, this is going to be everything. Snatchy gets the first. They may back off of this now, GamerLegion. They know the AWP is here. Now they make the cool stick or twist. Snatchy's going to re-aggress, though, and he's going to catch him out in no man's land. Nade in hand. It's 3 before he's traded, and now this stack becomes so damn lethal. Lemon only able to get 1. And a 1v2 for Isaac. The new boy trying to make it happen here, but over the top on the boost, it's Fiku.
Running away with a fantastic lead. And while they do have a decent enough fight to potentially make that happen, it's not going to be easy. Good trade onto Snatchy, you've got to say. The reaction...
It's a 3-man stack from XCOM AGO. The timing's going to be absolutely everything. And there's Rallen, the quick kill, this chicken kill thereafter. And with Furlan still in place, this starts to look very good indeed. Nice pick from him to at least make it viable. But that mini-pit player still yet to show himself. Doesn't matter, the Galil's got 2. Looking for the third. Finally, Rallen puts him down. But on low HP, he'll be quickly traded away. And the bomb being planted safe. Placed for the plant. Hira starts to show his head. Missed shots from Fiku. And there's the punishment from Zero. GamerLegion Fiku looking to play around the smokes. Will have his opportunity against 3 swinging players. Misses his shot. Spam through from Rallen, though, is good. And that's the first frag found. Rusty gone. Furlan with another quick pick onto Era. And this is starting to look very ugly indeed. Fiku still alive in towards the coffins. Knows his teammates are getting damaged. Is he even needed? Isaac, low HP, does well to get 1, but it's being quickly traded down. Him is on his own. 1v3. He can't get it done. The 4 spies just keep on working.
Seen a pretty strong performance from the 2 players we mentioned needed to give us, Snatchy and Rallen, and well, Lemon actually just going to push straight down mid. There is a backup player here being Era, and he decides he just wants to grab that AK. Doesn't really get much of a choice as the smoke goes down. And well, they will actually be able to punish some aggression elsewhere, shutting it down towards the apps. I was going to say they've kind of just started to back away through Banana. I'm very surprised Era swung on that. I thought they were just going to give it up and take the 4-on-4. Now it's suddenly a 4-on-2 because Snatchy hits a ridiculous shot through the box onto the head of Zero, who's left with that much health.
Just when they thought they had the A site, it's starting to be torn back away from them. The bomb is so damn isolated. Rusty does well to win his fight, though. And they're trying to just pull the strings of these rotations. It's starting to work. Isaac with the big pick onto Snatchy.
This time in the Fiku, he turns. Oh, no. That is horrible. Instead, it's on Lemon now to try and save the day. The molly, the timing on it. He still catches the man carrying the bomb. Suddenly, Isaac left alone, but they're forced into the fight. And it's going to be Lemon who comes out. Well, they might do so around Banana, but it's aggression coming in right now from AGO. Great damage onto IM up close. And, well, he'll actually still get away with a kill. But obviously, Furlan just spams back to recover this 3-on-4. And, well, you've got Rallen tucked in up close in the corner, who may be overlooked. It is at least checked, but the reactions just aren't there for Era.
And again, these two remaining T-side players so split. Zero trying to make something happen out of Boiler. That falls apart. And then the bomb on
I feel like
Isaac.
their experience, similarly to what we're getting right now, will probably allow them to shine, especially if they're coming off a one-sided victory. Good timing, though, from Zero. And a very quick follow-up as he spins around on long. Damage had come back in towards Banana, so you see IM's pretty low. Fiku, though, an adventurous peak. He actually gets away with it and might still even give them more, as he takes that challenge against Era and eventually is punished for the peaks.
You can see Rallen desperate just for some information. He's going to manage to isolate Isaac, but it's the double peak. That's the A site wide open, and with the smoke going down on B, they know it. Only come out with 9. Looking for some control towards Banana. Furlan flashed in, but through the smoke, Im's spray down is better. Shine. Instead, he's going to just swing this from the left-hand side, and he gets the better of Snatchy. The shot not quite ringing off in time, and with the pick... It's one of those ones where I'm 50-50 left. One smoke, one flashbang. There it goes, as Molly goes as well. They're going to try and swing behind this GamerLegion. Nice spray down from Rusty for 1. And now it's all on Fiku. Needs multiple kills to even make this viable. He's got good damage onto Era, but it's not quite enough. Rusty will get 1, and through the smoke, good damage onto Lemon. That may well finish off one of them, though, and indeed, Era goes down on the plant. So 3 on 3, this one's still very much still looking, though, for the opening pick. Rusty, nestled behind the fountain, is playing it to perfection. There's the execution, and the flashbang just a little too late. Lemon at least manages to get 1, but it's Zero, and Rusty and Im, rather, on low HP, making it happen. There's the swing for the refrag. And GamerLegion.
IM might even find themselves a bit of aggression here around Banana. We've seen this be an issue before, though, but the weapons are limited currently for AGO, and, well, it's the Deagle that takes the lead. It was Fiku trying to open...
may buy him time. Im looks to swing behind it. Good burn damage at the very least, and there's the critical kill. On 19 HP, Furlan now falls off. Nothing Furlan can do. He's almost going to have to resign himself to the 4-on-4 retake, but no, through the smoke, finds the pick. That'll give them... Has to try and get this bomb down. They're trying to bait out the utility, bait out the positioning, but instead, Rallen with the wallbang finds the planter, and with 15 seconds left, this is starting to fall apart. Era and Zero left to try and clutch it up. Good damage onto several players, but with 7 seconds left, they're yet to plant this bomb. If the denial comes in, it's done. Lemon flanking around, can't quite do it. Somehow, it's 2-on-2. Rallen on low HP is the next, and last man alive does well to find the head of Zero, but it's 1v1.
There with that push up through apartments, so Rusty gets a lot of time, I suppose, to get his teammates rotating in, but they're all so far away. It means Zero and Rusty just have to pop off huge, and while they've got 1 each so far, Rusty continues to hang on, but eventually he will expose himself to the bomb site where Snatchy was waiting to go ahead and take him out. So now it's a 3-on-2. Okay, can't even get the numbers out before things get chaotic once again.
Bomb stuck in the mini pit as well. They went to recover it, and that gave the free pick away. There's another as Isaac catches Snatchy looking the wrong way. Rallen, half HP, in need of something absolutely vintage here. He's going to be pushed from both sides. He's looking to try and isolate the 1v1, isolate the headshot. It's not going to happen. The critical looking to queue up on short. 2 on the site for the CT side, and here comes the brawl. Nice shot from Furlan, but he's quickly traded down, and with all these low HP bars, it should be open season instead. The frags keep on coming, and 2v2, the T side have got the site. Rotations are start looking for the 1D on site, gets the tag onto him instead. Him gets 1, quickly taken for the second by Rusty, and a nice recovery from GamerLegion. Stopping this with just an MP9 to work with, 2 crosshairs headed his way. He's got good damage, but he needs a kill, and he's not going to get it. Furlan takes him down, and suddenly Era is so damn isolated over on B, completely on his own. He's going to be 1v5. He's being pincered in from 2 angles at once. He knows he's got to get something done, and Snatchy is just a little too good for him. Him at least with 1 on the backstab, but the site has been taken. The bomb,
and at that point would have conceded their lead, given the 10 likely over the GamerLegion. Instead now have solidified
the idea of the retake, but instead it's going to be the straight rush into B from this T side. Utility completely burning Isaac alive. Rusty's done what he can, at least to keep things even in the 4-on-4, but again, that B bomb site has to be conceded. If Rusty maybe grabs another pick here, another cheeky timing, then things could get awkward, but I don't think they'll expect him over the top of the smoke. Indeed, they won't. Fiku trades it down into the even 3-on-3. Era looking to play the corner of the smoke, will get 1, but again, it's quickly taken away. The numbers keep on dwindling. It stays even as ever in the 2-on-2. Rallen tagged down to 43, may well be the deciding factor here, and he's got to get aggressive off the back of it, trying to catch a cheeky timing, and he's got zero. Corner of the smoke, the spray down connects. The new boy, left with the 1v2. The bomb isn't even here, and it's Rallen who rips his head off for X. Hero wants a second bite at this. Fiku's going to be the man on the receiving end. Nice clean shot from the AWPer. Coming out from the tees as well. Just one molly remaining to get them in. No smokes to isolate these fights. And Zero taking full advantage of his own. A spray down over the top of it. Era, the next man to be tested. And I don't think Furlan's expecting this at all. If he goes a little bit wider, he'll get it. Instead, takes the dink down to just single digits. He's trying to get up on top of the rafters. He can't quite land it. And now the B-Rap starts to come into play. It's all on Isaac. He's tucked in into tree. Furlan won't expect it. There's the first. He needs even more than that, though. Molly into CT to try and stop the aggression by a little bit of time as this bomb goes down. It's going to be 2v4. Lemon and Snatchy on site. They know they have to be proactive with this. Snatchy rounds the corner. It's a brutally clean headshot to open things up. 2v3. Lemon and Snatchy both stuck on the site. Afterplants aren't going to be great. And you can see Snatchy off the back of that wants some more control. He's going to start pushing into CT, and he's going to catch the timing. Rusty looking the wrong way, makes it 2-on-2. And all this while, Lemon has been sat behind the new box, is not showing himself. Now he strikes, and Im on just 19 HP is desperate to try and clutch this up, but Lemon just isn't giving him the shot, isn't giving him the angle, swings wide with the spray.
I believe so. No, I am actually going through the bedroom initially. I was going to say, could find the bit around mid. Comes back out, catches the head. The timing from
all the pistols in the world. Smokes come out over the top, but the spam through's good. Zero over the top gets the first. Down into the 3-on-5. The Molly's doing good work, and they will be traded down at the very least. It's a clean headshot from Rusty, but a nice response, and the boost expected. Snatchy coming up big again for XCOM. Not showing himself, though, trusting Fiku to instead take the early contact. There it is, and there's the spray down. 14 on the board.
It's always a fun time to see. They've got that mechanical skill. When it comes to the first bullet accuracy, IM has a teammate on his head, I believe. That was a little bit awkward. Era gets blinded up, and a second kill from Lemon. Coming out mid, just demanding respect right there. And, well, he was dinked up at least, so he decides to back away and leave Rallen to deal with this now alone. And, well, he ends up putting his back to Rusty there in the corner. A little bit of an awkward situation.
Occupied site, but there's no utility left for the CT side to stall it. Plenty left on the T side. Snatchy takes the dink and gets the pick. Now just a 1-1 split from the CT side. Zero in the pit. How much have you got for us, mate? Nothing at all. Lemon jumping onto the barrel, finds the headshot. That should be map point. Isaac on a very long rotation, not going to get anything at all. Snatchy rips his 5-7. 4A1S, they're going to try and be aggressive down Banana. It's a nice spray down from Rusty for the first. He's taken a lot of damage, but gets away with it.
Nice. A bit of a dodgy position, perhaps. It's down Banana. These sprays getting so close, but it's Era who comes out on top. Patience right there. Waits for the bullets to give away the position, and a nice little burst from that FAMAS gets the job done. They have unfortunately now rather lost one of those A players and have less Snatchy into the pit. This man has been a massive problem so far, and suddenly we're back into a 3-on-3 as Laman manages to catch himself a kill. They're still contesting Banana also, and Snatchy has just pulled everyone away from B. So now you've got Forlan given
into dark. Now Zero does have a molly to clear this. He's going to keep up his position initially, though. They line up for Furlan. He's dinked the second through the first. Zero on single digits now. 1v1. Gonna be contested here. Fiku playing above the railing, spots out the first. It's a little awkward though, and Im gets the better. Full blind. Everyone is blind. Furlan somehow, despite being fully whited up, manages to... Utility goes out, smoke goes in towards the site, trying to isolate these 1v1s, but two players dinked up, a frag found by Era. Everyone is low on HP, and Era is taking full advantage. Rusty in with one more, and Rallen, well, he's down on 20. What can he get done? He gets one frag, but he's already thinking about exiting, thinking about maybe just holding on to that armor. Isaac won't allow it, and GamerLegion, that is...
very heavy on the mid control right now. No presence around the B side of things. You've just got the one player holding for the A push. And well, Forlan already kicks it off.
This split in towards B. Rallen in ladder room will start to become an issue though. Double tag onto him, not quite good enough. He goes down to 15. There is still a couple of players over on this B side of things though. And with him low HP, Snatchy will open up again. Quickly traded down, and Forlan, nothing he can do. Too many crosshairs, not enough time. GamerLegion doing a fantastic... Out through the window, they need to isolate an early 1v1. That's a brutal shot on the Deke from Lemon, but again, he's very quickly traded down. The CZ keeps it competitive in the 1v1, but the bomb well planted for Isaac, and the CZ spray won't quite catch him. GamerLegion start to set up for this full execute over towards B, but look at the stack. Snatchy will get the opening pick. Falls off and resets.
Otherwise, could be a pretty rough time. Here we go, playing off of the contact. Furlan allows actually for the first player, I believe, to pass into the bomb site and doesn't even seem to realize it because he will eventually be taken down from behind there by IM.
Back 10 up close and personal as well. Could do so much work. Tucked towards those bins. The damage is being done, but the frags continue to go GamerLegion's way. Snatchy misses the shot, and now him. Well, he's the gatekeeper at this point. Fiku gets his head ripped off. Lemon trades for one and keeps it competitive. And Rusty suddenly 1v2. Clean headshot for one. Stuck on the ninja now. Lemon tries to jump round the corner and it won't land at all.
Zero creeping out of Palace actually is followed up as well with a little bit of support right now as they creep up towards Connector as well. The A-split set up Fiku and there's so much pressure with players on both sides. And it's going to be Zero at least good for the trade. Zero is going to be counting his blessings off the back of it.
Gives him a little bit of room, but it doesn't even matter. Rarlan still 1v4 with a couple of quick picks coming in. Looking for something cheeky around the edges of the smoke. We'll be able to at least get the first. 1v3 though, Isaac in with the clean headshot. Nice. The delayed mid-take looking to come in now. It's a heavy mid-crunch play from the CT side. Works out for one, but quickly traded down by Rusty. Orp of Snatchy flashed off of short. And the mid-control has to be conceded the way of GamerLegion.
This boost from Rallen could be punished. Indeed, IM finds the peek in from window, pops his head up, and, well, Rallen trying to play Pop-A-Mole is going to be punished for a big time. Snatchy unscoped just as he goes to move through. Honestly, I'm not sure how he's alive right now. Both of those ops in play are just barely hanging on to life, and, well, they're both separated currently also, so I don't think the options of saving both is really going to be there. As you can see, Snatchy's eliminated.
Rather, and GamerLegion very much not able to get their CT side going. Now, GamerLegion just demolishing it. Im takes rounds. They've been getting picks. They're finding their connections, just never quite enough to find the conversion. And again, Era will open things up with a freebie through the corner of the smoke. Snatchy will at least be able to trade things down, and maybe the hero of Mirage can have something to say now. AK recovered, top of the stairs. He's going to spray down onto one more, but again, he's quickly traded, and Zero on an absolute tear has got 3 hits over. Era with a clean headshot to confirm the fact.
Looking for a very aggressive stance on short. One thing I've got to say is it doesn't seem to be knocking the confidence of the AGO players. Still happy enough to take these fights even if they don't always go their way. And at least in this case, Will and
Rusty may well be key to this out of the ramp. He's got a lot of work to do. Fiku aware of the possibility, but can't quite find the shot. Now Lemon tucks himself back in under dark, and he has got it all to do. Im is still cutting the rotations, and it's a 1-for-1. Furlan will rotate in through CT. Im will now be activated as that bomb has to go down with 8 seconds left, and there's the backstab right as Furlan looked to contest.
It's fine also for the T side. You need this up way more than they need those AKs. And obviously, Im realizes that as well. Swings wide, rips the head off. Suitable to the op as well. He's been definitely trying to use it more. It was the rifle, actually, where he had a lot of that success. So perhaps he could swap back over. And he's not being given much of an option. Shot in the back of the head, leaving himself exposed to Palace. Lemon at least good for the one trade. But again, the kill's going in favor of GamerLegion. At least up until they don't anymore, I suppose. Yeah, swinging on Connector. They had more smokes. But tried to block that off and avoided the fight to just get the bomb down. But I guess the overconfidence right now playing in allow himself to get the bomb planted, and at this point now peeked in, already knows the position of Rallen, but he goes wide. Wanted to keep him trapped in a triple. But Rallen just waited.
And there's a timing potentially on the board. Rusty has turned around to drop that bomb back, but he's watching for it now, and through the wood the spray down connects. The early frag onto Rallen is found. The hero of the previous round dies in a split second, and that is disgusting from Isaac. Furlan jump peeks it the wrong way, leaves his head wide for a split second, and it's done. Rusty gets the underpass pick. This round is over. They're already thinking, how do we save these rifles? It's brutal. Snatchy gets 1 on the AWP. But it's
what they could give us, but it didn't seem like the consistency was there. But at the moment, they are unstoppable. Every time AGO tries to at least does some pretty good damage, but now he's in towards the ladder room. And, well, could be targeted pretty heavily, rather. Fiku, I think, with that 1 kill, might warn them away from it slightly, and Rallen even continues to aggress. Around the edge of that short smoke, good for 1. IM somehow walks out ramp. Snatchy was the one, I believe, on watch, but the smoke made things a little bit awkward. Thankfully, it shouldn't be too much of an issue, despite the couple casualties being suffered, rather. With this 3-on-1, as long as they don't just start peeking individually, there really shouldn't be And, well, this pistol round isn't really going to give us a lot of time either. It's an immediate A-rush, everyone out ramp. There's a smoke, I believe, put deep towards the connector, but they need to get these Glocks up close, and so far it is a struggle. Zero from Triple is doing so much, not only getting those 2 kills, but wasting a ton of time to now have everyone from GamerLegion here and taking the fight, and with that putting themselves
just a round away. Well, it's ugly. It's brutal, and through the smoke, so much damage done. A frag found. Rusty and Era swinging. Furlan and Rarlan do well to trade, though, and Rarlan doubles up on the Deagle. They were never going to go quietly, XCOM. Just one smoke to give himself a little bit of breathing room here. Furlan spotted out, decapitated for the first. Drops the smoke to give himself a little more room to work with. Over the top of it, swings for the second onto Lemon, and now Rarlan, the hero of that initial mid-hit with it all to do, and it's absolutely nothing.
Either way, initially I would have been saying AGO would be my favorites on Ancient, but honestly, with this GamerLegion performance that they're showing us, the individuals, it looks like it could be very difficult for AGO to get back into this series in general. I guess we'll have to see how it goes. There was at least an initial opening here in favor of AGO, but it hasn't lasted for them. Quick kills being returned.
Boys. Potentially something that could be exploited, but Zero is looking like lightning top a ticket. Ime on the crack angle is getting a ton of damage. There's the conversion from Rusty. It's over. 16-2. Isaac's had to retreat in towards the donut. Looking to play a slightly more passive angle, and already starting to get overrun here. They're going to clear their way around these corners. Up close and personal, though. 2 quick kills. And now Era starts to swing even dialed in as the smoke spam comes through. And they will have their 3-on-5 afterplant, but there's the flank. And it's all 5 kills for GamerLegion. Nothing registered for XCOM AGO.
To get this going early on, you don't want to let your opponents get too many rounds going, as you said, especially on the CT side. And, well, Fiku, bit of a risky play here through the smoke, you've got to say, but it's paid off.
Smokes of his own down that ramp, but nobody coming from that direction. It's going to be a wholehearted dig hit. Rusty predicts it well and gets one, doubles up on the retreat as well, and that is brilliant work from Rusty. 3 in a row on the 4A1S. Isaac just thinking about using that crack angle. There's a slight gap in the textures there that we've seen teams start to abuse more and more. It's a perfect flash in for Era on A, but unfortunately Fiku with the spray down.
Come true, and well, even a bit of damage there with the spam.
Oh, but Furlan on the backstab's got Isaac, and now he's pushing them through the lanes. Inside the smokes, they've ran into each other. This time he's going to be disgusting, and Rarlan gets the better of it. 5-on-2, make it 5-on-1. Furlan again coming in with the kills from behind. It's Zero, who's been here the whole time, trying to see if he can get anything else at all. But Fiku, who was 6
catch
HP.
a few players off guard, including the bomb carrier of Fiku. There we go, the weapon potentially to be retrieved, but he moves back in looking for more. Won't quite be able to get the kill, but he adds a bit more damage.
He's well tucked in as well. He hears it. He's got 2 for free. There it is. There's the first. It's an awkward spray down, and Rusty will be able to trade to keep it competitive. 3-on-3, though. He has to stay alive. He needs to get this kill onto Rarlan as well. He has to take the A-long control. 2 angles to clear simultaneously, but he still wins the fight. And now Snatchy has got to worry about 2 angles simultaneously on that AWP. They have a defuse kit here, GamerLegion. They can give this one a real go. They're starting to creep out onto the site itself. Snatchy still tucked behind that big box. Is going to be pincered in, but it's 2 frags in quick succession, and AGO will hold on to that
Stagger initially as well, and I'm liking this. The pace being brought up by AGO. Laman the entire time on his move in is pretty much blind right there as the flashes came over to counter, and Zero holds strong. 1 kill, all he's able to achieve, but it was plenty with Rusty just behind them, ready to follow up, and suddenly Snatchy left alongside Furlan, and even then, not quite. They've been separated. 1 in cave, 1 coming up the ramp, and well, leave that just to Snatchy now. He knows he doesn't have the bomb.
Yeah, tucked into the cubby. Shouldn't be checked. The timing's going to be absolutely everything. Nice quick scope from Snatchy. He's down to 4 HP, though. They know exactly.
It's really not great. We knew they were already limited, even with the buy that they came into this round with.
So,
seems to be getting a little bit worse as we go on, fortunately.
Oh, lethal from Fiku, though. Rips the head off of Isaac. There's no lag there. Very vulnerable indeed. Nades going over on B to keep the rotations honest, but Ime's taken a chance, and it's worked out brilliantly. Era gets a 1-for-1 trade to keep it competitive. The A site's open, but it sets this wrong. He's going to get his head absolutely ripped off. He'll wander around the corner, no idea at all. There's the free kill. There's the B bomb site. And at this point, GamerLegion might do well just to save those rifles. Fiku, looking disgusting, has got Rusty.
Who had seen it on the ground when he was moving it himself. And they know it was dropped there as well by Snatchy. Slightly harder for themselves. We'll see whether they can still make it work or not. I mean, you've got that damage again being done time and time again, so the rounds are not running away from them. But Furlan, good for an opening despite
advantage, not over pushing themselves, just starting to think about this hit. Rallen will walk into the stack. Good damage onto Rusty, but not quite able to find the kill. Molly flushes the second man into the open and will be traded down nicely to keep things even in the 3-on-3. They know Ime is here and they suspect a player is on that long lane. Fiku has been absolutely electric and continues his form. Another critical pick. Snatchy defends the planter. Fiku wants the kill regardless. And as Isaac tries to save...
You've got Fiku coming from mid, you've got a man coming behind from main, and there's Snatchy waiting that they need. Again, limits them slightly on the nades, but it is to try and counter what has been just incredible aggression from AGO. And well, there you go. A good start, early frag, and that's exactly how things play out. MA ready in towards the lamps also. Drops Lemon. Fiku has somehow crept up ramp. No one was watching this. There was actually at least a little bit of a bait then in towards the AWP. So it does work out in their favor in the end. And well, suddenly Snatchy's left alone. This was a super quick gun round. Not a single casualty suffered in the end from GamerLegion the map. Just leaving Fiku to lurk elsewhere, not really having that mid presence come true with Furlan as they had before. Instead, the focus is, as you can see,
Snatchy now posted. Problem is with 40 seconds, he needs a pick sooner rather than later. There it is. Ime overswings it just a little, and now that B-bomb site starts to feel like it's opening up. Isaac has picked off the lurk, but it's still going to be the B play, and the straight wallbang from Rallen to find Zero. Rusty have utility now to try and deny the plant on Isaac. It'll start to rain in over the top, and Rusty taking advantage of the awkward plant spot gets one. Through the smoke, he looks for the second, and there's the denial. Isaac on the quick scope with one more, and GamerLegion. All of them now in a one-shot range for the M4. Zero, the first man up, though, and he's had his head ripped off. Leeman now queuing things up the ramp. Ime held back by the smokes and the Molotovs. Damage being done as he's tagged out to 22. They want to try and deny this plant. The nades will rain into that effect, and Isaac will get the refrag. Leeman tagged up in the early engagement. Rusty with one more as that bomb does at least go down. Snatchy trying to press the issue, and he's got the double spray down. The hero for AGO is back again. And this time it leaves Isaac on that
a relatively decent buy. Definitely do want to be picking up the 7th round, although 6, I guess, isn't the end.
They haven't aggressed any further. The nades come out onto A. The short play comes through, and Isaac can't get anything done. Snatchy holding for exactly that peak has got. 3 players starting to queue up in towards CT. Now the rotation's very slow, and through the smoke, Furlan gets a frag and more damage onto Zero. This feels like it might be a done deal. The nades surely confirms that. Era and Rusty, an AWP and a Deeg, all that remains, and the Deeg's been heard. He'll round the corner straight into the crosshairs of Fiku. Era looking for consolation. It's going to be the early execute in towards B. Or not. They just start to reroute up the ramp instead, looking for that lamps control. Rallen on the Jewel. He's not able to get anything done. There's a ton of damage, but it's 2 kills the good of GamerLegion. And as the utility comes in, they're ready and waiting for this push. 3-on-5, they need an early pick to get back into this one, the CT side, and there it is. Snatchy's got the first ramp player. Rusty, the next one, pushes right into the crosshairs, and they're even in the 3-on-3 now. The bomb well planted for Isaac at the very least, and Snatchy's gun barrel will give his position away somewhat. The drive-by swing for the first. Snatchy sticking the defuse, though, and Fiku has got his back for now. The Julie swing wide. Snatchy has to come off of it, and it's the Julies of XCOM.
Well, it's going to fall to those Deagles to get a lot of work done, although Furlan is here as well. Quick shot lands on the head of Isaac, follows up with another couple, will eventually miss one, but it doesn't matter because no one was focused on him. All those pistols just outside of A main there.
He's got a Mac 10 to work with as well. He spots Fiku on the retreat. Good damage, but the backstab is in from them. And
Boosting might end up walking directly into them. This is going to be dangerous right now if he pops out through the smoke. It's actually Era instead who finds first contact. We do eventually come back to Rallen, and Isaac on the other side holding a smoke right now. His head just about showing. A free kill for Rallen as he has seemingly enough time also to fade away with no one looking to hunt. So that is going to be the initial trades going the way of AGO.
Place now in the 3-on-4. That flash, though, doesn't land and will be taken down into the 3-on-3. But look at Snatchy's aggression out of the lane. He comes. He gets one. Rusty pivots for the double kill, and Fiku somehow is 1v2. He's got the first pick, but now Ime, completely unknown in his positioning. I think he must have just made the tiniest noise, and it's going to be all onto this 1v1, and he can't quite win it. Fiku, crosshair train.
Enough room, really, to get this going. Do they have enough room, rather, for mistakes even to be made? A single round loss really would put AGO over the finish line.
They boost over the top of it. Rallen sits inside of it. The timing is everything, and it's awkward. Rusty does very well to trade it 1-for-1. Looked like it was taking huge swathes of map control. With 0 on 28 HP, this should be an unwinnable fight as well. Fika will trade it down to the 3-on-3, and now you can see the Molotov in hands, looking to play a little bit of a timing game here. Spam through from Lemons, punished. Era able to find it. Molly goes onto the planter. Era being spammed away at even further, but GamerLegion beautifully set. Furlan, no idea at all. And Fiku is left in need of a huge 1v3 clutch. Era posted on the long lane, and he'll have his shot. 8 for manage to get an early tag. Isaac down on 10. Hime's going to set right into that crossfire, an easy opener. Going to try and escape out of this angle as well now. Lehman actually wants the AK.
Man, I believe that is. Smoke, though, could complicate things. A small gap, I believe, to be had, but the entry's there for Rusty. As I said, though, that smoke was not quite perfect. Fico around it is able to make it work for 1 kill, and now it's all on 0. A lot of it rather to run down.
2 flashes to give him an angle, but he's been dinked through the wall once, and Roland is there to quickly trade his teammate's death. 15 series point X.
Even more so over in the other group. Looking like a quick play-doh from GamerLegion. Pace up towards B, and it is actually a pretty passive hold around the bomb site itself. They had pushed through lamps. It obviously allows for a very quick flank to come in, but Fiku is still getting it done all on his own. Era at least good for 1 on the return, and he'd just been hiding in the smoke the entire time. Gives a bit of hope back towards GamerLegion.
Where Rusty is, Fiku can see his barrel, but Snatchy is still looking the wrong way. There's the backstab. Now Rusty looks to go, but he's taken out, and that's the bomb. 1v2 now for Era.